Okay. All right. This is what my beef is about today. I'm going to try to record on a pretty regular basis here because I actually remember what my YouTube account is now. But my big thing is about this thing with Tiger Woods. I was writing about it earlier this morning because I saw last night another show about Tiger Woods and about how terrible of a person he is. Okay, let's look at it this way. I'm a minister of the gospel, guys, and no doubt, I believe that what Tiger Woods did was reprehensible. That he's an idiot, and I'll tell you the truth, he could have probably he's wasting a lot of God's talents on trifling with women. He evidently fell in love with the woman. He decided to have a family, and you know what? That's the way he should have been. Okay, so the problem I have mostly with this whole thing is the big media attack on Tiger Woods as though he is doing something totally different than what everybody else has been doing for years. I was writing about it last night where I saw throughout history where men and women alike have done the exact same thing as Tiger Woods, but you know what? They did not spend an inordinate amount of time investigating it and it being such a big highlight of everybody's life. Valentino, that was his whole thing, was that he could bed any woman he wanted. Clark Gable, John F. Kennedy, Robert Kennedy, Edward Kennedy, the whole Kennedy family, Frank Sinatra, Bill Clinton. All these people were hailed as the greatest people in the world. Frank Sinatra, like I said, Dean Martin, he had a whole show on where his whole premise about his whole show was that he was a philandering, nasty guy. Okay, nobody is throwing in jail all these people. Nobody is hounding them day and night about who they are. You've got a guy who his thing is Playboy magazine, Hugh Hefner. Now, Hugh Hefner is arguably the nastiest guy in the world. He's being used by Satan every day to perpetuate this disgusting trade that he's got. Okay, but nobody's hounding him. As a matter of fact, he had just a couple of years ago opened up another. He's joint venturing with the hotel owners to bring in the Playboy Towers in their places. Not just here in Vegas, but also I just saw it recently doing the same thing in another casino or another venture he's had. My biggest beef here, guys, is that Tiger Woods is not that important that we should probably spend all this time on Tiger Woods. I think that there's a level of hypocrisy here that, frankly, is just nauseating. These people who call themselves journalists, who call themselves media people, really are nothing more than muckrakers or a bunch of tattletales. Yeah, that's right, you're a bunch of tattletales, because all you do is go around every day telling about people's lives. You don't do anything other than the fact that you spend your time telling everybody about what everybody else is doing. To me, it seems to me like we've got better things to do than to worry about you folks, okay? Because your whole job, your whole industry is to make sure something nasty happens with somebody so you can tell all about it. While we're on that subject, you guys, where were these media type people, these tattletales, when Tiger Woods was doing all this stuff? That's right. You guys knew all about it. You knew about it from the beginning. You knew about it, but the one thing you didn't want to do is you didn't want to tell anybody about it because you were fearful you wouldn't get an interview with Tiger Woods. Well, you bunch of hypocrites. It's ridiculous. I think what we ought to do is we ought to have a revolt. We ought to have a national revolt against the media. We have a national revolt against NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox News, CNN, all these media outlets, a bunch of tattletales, a bunch of muckrakers. We ought to have a revolt against you because your whole industry is built on telling on people. I'm going to tell on people. The very thing that we tell our kids not to do because it's so annoying, you do it as a living and you make money by it. You get people killed around it, and you know what? Frankly, you guys are a bunch of... I have no use for it. Now, why don't you spend more of your time divulging the good things that are happening in life? Huh? If you're going to do something good, why don't you tell people about the good things in life instead of just glorifying Satan with your endless stream of negative things that are going on in people's lives. That to me would be a vast improvement. Because to tell you the truth, I don't have to look very far to find negative things that are happening in this world. I obviously don't need you. So once again, you guys, I think that we ought to spend more time worrying about the good things in lives. Get away from stupid Tiger Woods because got better things to do in our lives, and turn off the TV as far as the major tattletale news people are. Because you know what? They're a bunch of hypocrites, and we shouldn't have any use for them. Thanks, love. We'll see you next time when we have a little bit more good things to talk about. And I'm going to try and make this a regular habit. Maybe get a better camera because I just kind of like sitting here using this one. But I think we could. I'll try to see if I can get my other camera out. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.